Hello everybody. I will be doing programming task number 1 in this video, finding the most frequent integer in a list. So in this case, the basic rundown is I'm given a list. Uh, they've given two examples. I'll run both eventually, but I'll just start off with this one for this case. And it produces 3 because obviously 3 is the most frequent number that shows up. And that's basically what I want to produce. All right. Now let me make a new file. The first thing we want to do is obviously declare the list, and I'll just call it int list. Boom, there's our list. And the way I'm going to approach it is I'm also going to have a dictionary, the basic gist of it being each key being the number that it actually is, and each value being the times it shows up. So I'll just call this int dict, and it's empty for now. Don't worry about it for now. I'll get to it later. But I'll just loop through the list and append each thing to the dictionary if it's not there. And if it is there, then I'll just increase the value. All right, so I want to int list. If I not in int dict, then I'll want to create a new entry. So it'll look something like this. Boom. And basically what this does is, let's say I encounter the one, there's nothing in it, so obviously the one's not there. You'll do something like that, which means the number 1 occurs 1 times. And similarly, the number 2, I do need the comma, appears 1 time as well. And for 3, because it's a for loop, it'll do 1, then it encounters the next one. Well, that's what I want it to do. So in else here, I'll do plus equals 1. Boom. And that should give a fully working dictionary. To test that real quick, I'll just print it out to the terminal. And when I do need to save. But when I run it now, yes, as we can see here, 1 appears 1 time, 2 appears 1 time, 3 appears 3 times, 4 appears 2 times, 5 appears 1 time. Exactly what we would expect. And now, but if I'm correct, yes, the task specification requires just the integer that is most frequent as the result. To do that, I will be using another for loop. And it is worth noting that it is slightly different for a dictionary. You just need items, and it'll be key value pairs. So I'll just call it key val for the sake of simplicity. Okay. Now, I will want 2 counters probably. One for the most frequent one currently encountered, as well as probably the actual number corresponding to the most frequent. So I'll just call this freak for frequency, and most freak for the most frequent number. I'll just set that to none to avoid confusion. So if the val is bigger than the frequency, then what I want it to do is set the frequency to our new value, of course. And as well, we also want to update our most freak variable to the actual number that is most frequent. And I think that should be all, actually. So if I just print out most freak. Perfect. Oh, it is a bit cluttered. I'll run again. And as we can see, that's 3 right there. And just to make sure, I will run it with this as well. Boom. So the list has been swapped. And we are expecting 2. Okay, 4 is also the most frequent, but luckily, from the way I've coded this, I don't do bigger or equals to, so it never updates it actually with the 4. So boom, as you can see, there's the 2. However, if I do bigger or equals, then we'll see as it finds the 4 in the dictionary, it's also 2 times. So it'll trigger this and then set the most frequent to 4, as can be seen here. So Boom. Let me just clear that. Just to prove there's 2. And I think that's it. All right. Thank you, everyone.